guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. I am joined by my good friend Scratch, AK-47. Scratch, bro, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah. I said I feel invisible. It's 100.
Doing pretty good, Ash. Thanks for having me, buddy.
No problem,
Can't
man.
complain. Life is good, you know. What about you?
Life is really good, man. Life is really good. I was telling you off air that I was hospitalized last week, but the results came in and I am not dying. Well, I guess we're all dying a little bit slowly. Not to bring everybody down, but I'm not dying quickly.
Dear Lord, help me, Father.
That's what
really
matters.
good.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
The longer the fight, the better, you know?
That's right, man. More time to waste my time and money on Raid Shadow Legends. This ad was brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. We're gonna do one of these videos where we talk about our favorite or the best champion overall in every single faction, excuse me. Whether that be rare, legendary, uncommon, I don't care, Scratch. Maybe a common champion. Maybe you like comments. I don't know, bro.
Whatever.
So we're gonna talk about we're gonna go through every single champion. I love doing these with somebody else on, so we can get two differing opinions as we go through the factions. So without further ado, we're actually gonna do a collab, by the way, on Scratch's channel right after this one. So go ahead and check out Scratch's YouTube channel. That will be linked in the show notes below in the description of the video, guys. Let's start at good old Bannerlords. Actually, let's throw. I'm in a weird mood today, Scratch.
As always.
Let's start with Barbarians. I'm gonna go from right to left.
Why not? Why not?
All right, start with Barbarians, man. Who's the best Barbarian in the game? Not your favorite, but best.
Best. So it's debatable here, but we have three of them. So I'm gonna stick with Valkyrie because she's so unique as well. But I gotta give a quick shout out to Sile of the Drakes and Ursaga. I preferably think Valkyrie is the best just because of how unique she is.
Yes.
The counter attack, we have that crazy shield from her A2, and that amazing passive that decreases turn meter whenever the enemy buffs, and increases the turn meter as well. So I feel like Valkyrie, she's in such a sweet spot because there's no one else to contend her, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, counterattack and the best shield in the game, arguably. Do you think she has the best shield in the game? I do. Do you?
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, cool. I agree with you. I think Valkyrie is like a top 5 champion in the game, you know, overall. But I agree. I think Syl is a top 20 champion in the game, so she's right there. And how could I not mention her in a video, right? All right, but I do want to give a shout out. You gave another one, so I'll give another one to Tuanarok. Really love Tuanarok. I wish I had her remove 2 random debuffs if they're under a continuous heal at the start of each turn, kind of Doom Priest-esque. All right, next up is going to be Sacred Order. Who's your favorite? Actually, I'll go first this time. We'll alternate. So my favorite Sacred Order champion is going to be...
How do I look? Damn good.
My favorite is Abyss, but I'm going to give it to the best. I think that Cardiel is the best of the Sacred Order champions, especially this A2. Well, everything. The ally attack, the increased crit rate, crit damage. I mean, his kit is just really insane when you read through it again. He has block debuffs, revive on death on a 3-turn cooldown, better than the Sky Touch Shaman. Revive on death cannot be removed. An OP arena ability, but really a great champion everywhere in the game. Cardiel, that's my choice.
I have to agree with you on here. He's definitely the top from this faction.
If you
All
had
his
to
team
go
is
with
overall amazing.
Yeah, if you had to go, do you have him? Do you have Cardiel?
I don't have him personally.
Me neither,
no.
man.
I have his avatar though.
There you go. It's close enough, man. Close enough.
I know, right?
Honorable mention. If you give an honorable one, who would it go to?
Martyr.
Yeah, I was gonna say Martyr, Sir Nick, Venus. There's a lot, right? I love Abyss too, but anyway, let's in the interest of time, let's keep it going here. High Elves, you're up first this time, man.
Oh man, I have to go here with Arbiter. Sorry, like no matter what, she's just kicking it, you know.
Yep. Okay. She's a
Speed Aura for Arena.
Yeah.
Revive early on when you get her, you can use her in all the dungeons. Honestly, like she helped me with the spider. She helped me in literally everywhere. You can use her in the Doom Tower if you don't have better champions. So I feel like she is worth it to be mentioned at one of the top champions in the entire game. Like, we have this champion available for over 2 years. I don't think it is a day in anyone's life that plays Raid Shadow Legends and has Arbiter and is a day without using her, honestly.
It's a good call out because I think with Arbiter, to your point, you get her so early, not so early on, but comparatively in the grand scheme of years, you get her so early that as you progress in this game, you start using her less and less, right? At least I did. And now I only use her in the arena, but that doesn't mean she's not an amazing champion. And the fact that almost everybody who has her uses her in the arena it says something, right? So
Exactly.
I can't argue with you, but mine would actually be Lysandra. Lysandra, very, very close, both these champions. They're both the queens of speed, but I love Lysandra's overall utility a little bit higher than Arbiter's in my opinion, whereas Lysandra's a bit weaker in the arena. But I love the fully depleting turn meter on the A2, 3-turn cooldown, and Energize is an insane ability as well, and the best speed, are tied for the best speed aura in all battles in the game at 24. So yeah, I'll go Lysandra.
I can't disagree with you on it, honestly. Like, definitely Sandra, Arbiter are the queens in this faction.
Absolutely. So Bannerlords, moving right along here. I will go first on this one. We have Ursula and Archmage and Stag Knight in terms of epics. Just want to make sure I don't miss an epic here. But can I put any of them over Raglan? Probably not. Probably not. But I really want Sethalia as well.
God, this is gonna be a long night.
Okay, I'm just rambling here. I think I'll still give it to Raglan because she does have the best single target revival in the game with the cleanse as well. So I'll give it to Raglan, but I'm gonna say it's actually pretty close. I'm a big fan, and I really wish that I had Sethalia.
Absolutely. Like, I love Sethalia, but I love Raglan as well. I feel like they're pretty equal in terms of utility. They're both very unique as well and very powerful champions. And sadly, they're both a bit underrated. Especially Sethalia, she's a bit underrated, honestly.
I think so too. I think so too. I wish I had her, man. I was a little disappointed in Hillier though. Do you like Hillier?
Not that much, honestly, no.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna like him a lot more, but that shield that he has, man, it's no miscreated monster, bro.
No,
you know,
not
like,
at all.
It does like no damage. It's like, oh, great.
It doesn't.
Septimus, too, is a pretty good champion who I'm jealous of people who have. But out of those epics, just out of curiosity, just to show a little love, if you could only choose one, Archmage Helmet, Stag Knight, or Ursula, who would you go with?
Ooh. Man, that's hard. Like,
I'm going to shock you. I'm going to go for, I would go with Stag Knight, actually. Because, yeah.
I mean,
go ahead, sorry.
Do enjoy teasing me, don't you?
I think I'll go with Archmage, honestly.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he brings so much to the table. He's super fast. Okay. I like to see. This is why all my videos go long, Stratch. I like to ramble.
I know.
We're talking about the best champion. I'm like, what about these three epics, Scratch? Who would you choose there? All right, Ogren Tribe. We'll snake through here. So I think you're up first here.
Okay, so here I would have to go. I mean, Man-Eater, Eurogrim, got a bit nerfed, still decent, but I have to go with Big Gun here. I feel like he just carried me so much in the game. We have a crazy good accuracy aura. We have a decreased determinator, decreased speed on the A3, stun, decreased accuracy on the A2, AoE on the A1 as well. Pretty good base stats. Hits pretty hard as well. So overall, I feel like he's worthy of the title, you know.
I will make this one quick. I agree with you. I think it's Biggin. Biggin was my first legendary, bro, so I think he holds a very special place in my heart,
nice.
You know? It's funny, when you first pull legendary too, you have no idea, right? You're like, wait, they're good, but how good? Hey, what does this mean? You know, you don't know what an AoE attack even is, you know? So I remember asking Chosen, and I was like, dude, like, how good is this guy? Should I really be upgrading? He was like, yes, upgrade him. And he really is, man. AoE on every attack with turn meter and stuns and everything like that. He's a beast, man. Yeah, but I agree with those shout-outs. Uragrim, I might have put there over Biggin before the nerf, but the nerf, I've really noticed it. I've really noticed it. Have you noticed it too?
I don't have him, but
oh yeah.
I don't even need to test him to know already. Just looking at the knockdown poisons, knockdown a hit, knockdown continuous heal, increase the cooldowns. I was like, Jesus.
And they just released him. And they're like, yeah, no. All right, Lizardmen. I think it's me first. Oh, it's the easiest one so far, Krisk. Not close.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice to have it easy, right? I mean, Krisk is one of those champions that just changes your account like dramatically if you have him. Dramatically. You can just fly through content like you've never flown before. So anybody who's lucky enough to pull this monster of a turtle, yeah, congratulations. He has the provoke, he has continuous heal, he has on himself, he has ally protect, he has decreased speed, he has AoEs everywhere, he has auto shield at the beginning of each round. I could go on, but anything to add there, Scratch?
He just does them all, man. Like, honestly, he does them all. It's nothing to complain about this guy. He literally does everything. It's just crazy how good he is.
This is true. Skinwalkers. All right, this is a little bit more challenging here in the Skinwalker. Actually, maybe not. Who you got?
Man, it's still a bit challenging, honestly, but out of all of them, I'll have to give it to Leorius.
But why?
It's a bit hard hard to put him there, but out of all of them, I feel like he's the most unique, and he just brings quite a few things to the table. So we have a increased crit rate aura, pretty good in all battles, right? We have a defense down on the A1. We have weaken on the A3 AoE attack. The second skill as well, AoE, and he's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, and true fear if this skill is not on cooldown. So his AI is going to start with A3, so his A3 is going to come in play later. But then his passive is kind of like a Skull Crown 2.0. Instantly places an unkillable buff on the champion, and then damage increases as his HP decreases. So overall, he's a great champion for Go second in arena teams. You can use him in clan boss for unkillable teams block damage, more than unkillable to be more specific. So I feel like overall, you can definitely use this champion in a lot of places and get good utility out of him, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was also gonna go with Leoris, but I've never tried, nor do I have Tunisia. She seems very cool to me. Is she as good as I think she is, or is she not? Do you know?
She's good for the spider. She's not literally a champion to take around around in the game, you know. She's mainly kind of like designed for spider dungeon. But if you have her and you have a CCI, you can have a super fast team for a spider 25.
I'm not going to give it to just a spider champion then. Next up, I agree with you then. Moving on to Orcs. I will go first. I'm going to give it to... man, I really want to give it to an epic in one of these, just to give it to an epic. I've said this on the channel before, so my viewers will not be shocked and chagrined, but you might be. But I'm not going to give it to the obvious choice. Everybody and their mother and their brother and whatever would go Warlord, I feel like, with no offense to Kriela, who I'm a big fan of as well. But I'm just really in love with Iron Brago, man. And I know it's not a super popular answer, but I would take him over Warlord if I had a... if I was starting a new account, because I just really, really love not just the damage that he puts out, which is insane, but the increased defense for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. He has stun, he has provoke, he has the increased defense of all allies by 10% of his defense. Is a great, really unique and fun passive to have that really, I just feel like this guy can support your team better than almost any champion in the game. I guess minus some of the continuous ally protect champions. But Iron Brago, and he does a ton of damage as well for a defense-based champion. So there you go. Iron Brago, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I literally built him on my free-to-play like 3-4 days ago, man. He is amazing indeed. Like, he carried my clan boss team. He upped my damage with like 4 millions on Nightmare, so he allowed me to move to Nightmare. I'm 3-keying Nightmare now, guys. Yesterday I was 4-keying it. So Iron Brago is definitely the man. Tia in here, she's an absolute epic champion, but I gotta go with Warlord. I feel like he is my favorite champion in the game. I hunted this guy for such a long time, and like, we have the shield, we have the block debuffs, we have the heal, we have the increased duration of debuffs from the A1, then we have deplete the thermometer on the A3, we have increases the cooldown to maximum of all the skills on the enemy team, and that's such a powerful skill on a 4-turn cooldown. And then we have increases ally resistance in all battles by 80. Great for the Doom Tower to CC the waves. Great for arena. Great for clan boss. He can definitely carry you early on. He's not meta for clan boss, but just overall, he's an amazing champion in my opinion.
Where do you use him, Scratch? Like, where do you honestly use him? And I use Iron Brago like only in like a couple areas, maybe a secret room and maybe clan boss, but I still love him. What about you on Warlord?
Warlord, I'm using him in arena. And sometimes, if I'm fighting some of the strong waves, I'm using him there, or Doom Tower.
To crowd control, okay, got you. In Faction Wars. But are we both total idiots for not giving it to Seer here, though?
I'm good.
Because
she's very powerful though.
In terms of like how many reps I've given a champion in this game, it's gonna be Seer on top, because I use her to bleed out every wave that I don't feel like waiting 25 minutes for. Anyway, next up we'll go Knight's Revenant here. You're up, Scratch. Who you got?
Ooh, so now, man, it is a pretty hard decision.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
It is, because we have tons of good epics in here. We have Rector, Miscreated, we have a Sepulture, which are awesome epics. And then we have Hegemon is very unique, but he's mainly for arena. I feel like since the buff, Tomb Lord he's kind of deserving it, maybe. Honestly, Calvalex is awesome as well, but I feel like Doomlord, he just does so much and he just got buffed. So
yeah,
having all those poisons, defense down, attack down, decreased speed, decreased turn meter, ally accuracy in Doom Tower by 70, pretty good base stats. I feel like he's there, you know?
Yeah,
very powerful.
I really can't argue with you on Toon Lord. I refuse to go with Calvalax just because I did not pull him despite pulling way too many Sacred Shards, man. Way too many. I would actually probably go with Toon Lord as well. Nah, I don't know, dude. Rector Droth is so good. Doom Priest is so good. This is the toughest one so far. I agree with you. Even Whirlum is actually really good. And I don't care what the haters say, man. He's got Doom Tower defense. I'm going to go Whirlum just for the hell of it, but he might not be the choice, but I just want to give him a shout out. Doom Tower defense by 40%, one of the best for Doom Tower. He's got increased defense and strengthen on a 3-turn. He's got the AoE unresistible decreased accuracy. He's got the decreased crit damage. He's got the increased crit damage. He deals a little bit of damage himself on the AoE attack, defense-based. 3-turn cooldown. Again, cannot be resisted. Now he has perfect veil as well on the A1. I think that this guy, I think people still like, because he was the battle pass that we never got past season 1 champion that was super underwhelming. I think that maybe he still gets, people don't recognize how good he is now.
Thank God. Thank you, God.
Let's go into Dark Elves, bro. Who you got here? Or is it mine?
Dark?
Yeah.
I think it's yours. Yeah, it is yours,
okay.
actually.
Easy peasy. Lydia, the Death Siren. I mean, I don't think that anybody comes close to Lydia. I think that she's another one of these champions that now that so many people have her, not so many people, I agree, like less than 1% of the game, but as more people get her, I should say, I think that we tend to lose, I don't know, focus on how good she really is. Decreased defense, weaken, strengthen, and increased speed on a 3-turn, and then she can lock out somebody in her A2, her A and her A1, and she has that incredibly unique passive with the block revive. So I go to Lydia. Do you go Lydia, or do you go somewhere else?
I go with Lydia, but I want to give a shout out to Xavier just because she's amazing as well and very powerful.
Yeah, I love Xavier. She's the only Lego I don't have in Dark Elves, man. Feel bad for me.
I am considering her as my first legendary, see, because my first was Norok, second War Mother, and they got vaulted instant. So then I got Xavier, and I was over the moon. She literally wrecked the whole game for me.
I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous. All right, so we both picked Lydia, but a shout out to Xavier. Next up, Undead Horde.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying here, guys. Oh my God.
Well, you're up first on this one, man. This is like the most stacked of stacked legendaries specifically.
Man, Battle Khazar is amazing. Sif is amazing. Eurost is amazing. But I'm kind of not using Eurost as much. Necret, I gotta go with Sifi though. I gotta go with Sifi just because you can use her everywhere and she's a good carry overall for any account. You get her, game changing. And it's kind of the same situation with Battle Khazar. So, and the same with Necret. I'm gonna go with Sifi. That's it. Sifi. So
Listen,
hard
man,
to say it, man.
I'm with you, bro. I'm like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Mashald is amazing. Nethril is underrated and amazing. Yeah, and by the way, big shout out to Coldheart. I can't put her over Lydia in Dark Elves, but you know, I gotta give her a shout out because she's the best rare in the game. Back here to Undead Horde, dude. I think I would go Sifi too, but just to be kind of devil's advocate or whatever, I'll go Battle Khazar just because you went with Sifi. But I'm not an idiot. I would choose Sifi if I, if I had to. But Battle Khazar is incredible now, and even better now. I feel like with the more high-end content that keep coming out in the last year. Demon Spawn, my brother. This is an
Obvious.
easy one for me. Yeah.
Same for me. Like
it's Magnar, right?
Oh.
I'm just joking.
It's actually
Godless. I love
Godless.
Magnar.
Godless, the spirit attack one. No, I gotta go with Duchess here. Like Kaimar is very unique. Is a powerful champion. Canderphone as well, great for arena. But overall, like, he's known as like Duchess. I feel like she's the best reviver in the entire game, in my opinion. Best sort of support reviver, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Block debuffs for 2
Fedora.
turns. Perfect veils all over the place. Speed, you're right. Speed aura and the decreased damage taken. 15% from bosses, 25% from everybody else AoE attacks. That's amazing to have that built into an already amazing kit. So I agree with you on Duchess. I would give a shout out to Drexstar Blood Twin though. Out of all these champions, just because Drexstar, he's arguably just as much used as Duchess is, just because everybody relies on him so much because of that passive. All right. Next up is only 2 left. We actually moved through in a decent clip here today.
I know, right? I know.
Thank God.
We'll go Dwarves first here. So who you got on the Dwarves?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tough one too, huh?
It is, because
Those Legos. Yeah.
we have that Molly, she's powerful. Tormin, we have Hundig, we have Tranda. Like, damn. Like, Tranda, she's the number 1 damage dealer. Okay, I love Tranda. But I feel like Hundig brings more out of the content. I feel like it's more utility if I'm using him. Deplete Termiter, I have defense down, I have weaken, I have HP burn as well. Yeah, extra turn when I kill somebody. I think I'm gonna have to go with him from this faction though. But don't get me wrong, guys. I love Tranda, I love Tormin, I love Molly, and Brogni as well, man. Damn.
I know, right, dude?
I forgot about Brogni.
I would go Brogni. I'll let you go Herndig and I'll go Brogni, but I have to say, if I was to choose a third over those two, like I would go a Brogni, Tormin, Herndig in that order. If I had to rank my top 3, like if I was choosing, because I think that Tormin's just incredible. Like I got him late. I didn't fuse Tormin. And then when I got him, I was like, wow, he's like better than I thought. Because I just thought of him as like an Arena 1 trick, but that couldn't be further from the truth, man. Could use him to CC anywhere, you know? It's just incredible champion. And I agree with you on Herndig, but Brogni, that's the one fusion that I didn't do that I'm just really, really every day kicking myself on because I feel like he's just, you know, certainly a top 10 champion in the game, in my opinion. I actually ranked like the top 10 legendaries. I'll include that video if you guys want to check it out underneath the collab video. But yeah, I mean, his shield and all the synergy he has as a support champion is incredible. So I'll go Brogni. I don't want to belabor the point. Let's move on to Shadowkin. Man, another tough one.
I know.
I'm sorry for choosing all legendaries, guys, to my audience. I wanted to throw in a couple epics, but truthfully, there's just some OP legendaries in this game. It comes down to 3 champions again here for me. It's Rio Bone Spear, it's Ninja, and it's Lady Kimmy. I don't know who you're gonna go with, but I don't think it's gonna be Ninja, so I will go with Ninja. I think that it's Ninja because I saw you tweet about this actually the other day, right? You tweeted about Ninja being like one of the best champions in the game, one of the best things that they did to the game, and you didn't understand why people give this guy hate, you know? And I think a lot of the responses were like, oh, because he's after a content creator who doesn't play the game and didn't like give it his full, you know, didn't really care about the advertisement or the collab, which actually I agree with you on, you know? But him as a champion though, it's really like the instantly activates any HP burn debuffs. Like if I can just boil him down to one line, it's this and his A2 and Hail Burn on a 2-turn cooldown, right? 3-turn cooldown rather. It's really just an insane damage dealing ability. Yeah, he has that cool passive. He has the freeze. He has the decreased defense on his A1 at a really high rate of landing too. I think this guy's incredible, but mainly because of the damage he can put out because of that Hail Burn ability. What about you?
I definitely think he's great overall. Like, I love him on my free-to-play account. I tested him like crazy when I got the champion on my main account, okay? Like, I took him in so many places. I pushed him to his limits. He beat Dracomorph on damage. He beat everyone on damage on Clan Boss, okay? And then on my free-to-play, I don't have him booked. Man, he's just a carry everywhere. I was stuck on the Doom Tower, on the Nether Spider. I call Ninja, can you come and help me? He came, he ragged the Nether Spider, you know? He's just awesome. And I know people hated him because he's been made after a content creator and all that stuff, but that's not what matters, guys. What matters is that you got him for free in game, and now nobody else can get him.
Yeah.
And you have this awesome champion on your account just to help you with the content. So I feel like he's a very powerful champion. But if it would be for me to pick one of these champions the best, I would have to give it to Raiho. She's such a crazy champion. Crazy good base stats overall. Lady Kimmy, she's awesome as well. But
I had her on the screen. I knew you were going to go with her because it's hard not to, but go on.
Removes all debuffs, places immunity on your team, heals your team as well, which is pretty crazy. Her passive, when receiving any debuff, instantly transfers them to the champion that placed it on her. Pretty crazy there. And then the A2, man, like, she places everything. Stun, HP burn, decrease defense, weaken, decrease attack, decrease crit rate. and God knows what other things she's doing, and continuous heal from her A1. She's just a crazy, crazy champion. I love her, and she looks
really
awesome.
is.
She's one of my favorite designs in the entire game.
You know what? Is it fair to say that Rio Bone Spear is like a top 5 support champion and Ninja's top 5 damage dealer? So it really depends on what you need there, right? And
Absolutely,
Lady Kim is like
absolutely.
probably a top 5 like
Support
flex
as
spot.
well.
Yeah, flex spot champion, you know? So really, some really good cast of characters here that came out of the last Shadowkin faction. So there we go, Stratch. Perfect time to go ahead and check out our collab. You can check out Stratch's information in the description below, as I mentioned earlier. Thanks so much for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, brother. Glad to be here.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.